All right, we are back here on Mondays, Triple Threat FM Radio. My guest has arrived, Yellow. Am I saying your name right?
No, it's with the R, Riello.
Say it again for me, brother.
Riello.
Riello?
Yes.
All right, because when you did the video for the flyer for me, I'm like, wait a minute. I was saying his name right in the beginning, and it sounded like yellow.
Yeah.
He comes like, all right, so it's Riello. Riello. All right, brother. So tell me, man, where you from?
Well, originally I'm actually from New York.
Okay.
I was raised in Houston, Texas, since I was 2 years old. But I do got family in New York, and my family comes from El Salvador.
Oh, okay. All right. So tell
Yeah.
me, well, I know, see, Margot, she
Yeah.
brought me to your attention with your music, sent me your music. I said, all right, let me hit him up, get you on the show, man. What made you get into the the music you're doing?
Well, actually, I've been doing music for 10 years. I started with hip hop and R&B. That wasn't working out. And then I actually quit music for almost a year. And when I came back, that's when I switched my name to Riello because I
Okay.
had a different artist name.
All right.
And I rebranded myself with that new name. And also, I started doing Spanish music. And I feel like, I don't know, I just love making Spanish music. It's way better than what I was doing before.
Okay. And who does your music for you?
I write my music.
Okay. And who does
Yeah.
the beats and
So it's somebody from Panama that we reach out to that we work with.
okay.
I've been working with him for a couple years now through Prince A. I don't know if you met Prince A
Yeah. No,
before.
not yet. Not yet.
Not yet, yeah. So yeah, so I mean I've been knowing Prince A for 10 years, so all the connections we have is just like all together. Um the only songs that I have on my YouTube that I didn't write are three of them. But that was at the moment where I was under somebody
Okay.
and they were writing the music, but it kind of felt weird when they were writing my music because I wasn't used to it.
Right. Yeah. No, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Because then when you write it, you know what you're feeling when you write it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So
Uh,
the track you got out now that we're gonna play in a little bit, did you write that song?
I wrote that song,
All right.
but that song was actually not a song for El Salvador. It was actually a song for Hawaii.
Oh,
And I had it for 2 years, but I only had the hook. Didn't have the song. So if you hear it on the chorus, it says the original Hawaii song was Vámonos para Hawaii. Ven y ven baila bienvenidos aloha.
okay.
And now, so it was like that for 2 years. And that was like, I've always wanted to write a song for El Salvador. And then just one night I was in my bed and I went back to that hook that I wrote and
Right.
I just switched it to Bienvenidos a El Salvador. And then I wrote the rest of the song. I actually had to Google some of the things because the last time I went to El Salvador, it was 14 years ago.
Okay.
So I had to Google some words. I had to call my dad just to make sure that I was pronouncing all the cities correctly.
Right. Right.
And then yeah, that's how the song came about. You know.
Okay. So what's going on with you? I know the weather's always hot in Texas. So you've been playing at gigs, things like that?
Uh, well, I have a gig coming up June 28th in San Antonio for Pride.
Okay.
I don't have uh any other gigs at the moment.
Okay.
But I've been speaking to Margot, and we for sure have a lot of shows coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna get to meet Margot in August. She's coming to New York.
Yeah,
Yeah, with Liz Garcia, and I'm gonna see them perform. So that's cool. So hopefully she can hook you guys up, you and Prince Zay, and
yeah,
get you guys in New York for next year.
yeah, absolutely, man. I will
Yeah,
go back to New York, man. I love it out there.
yeah, it's different. I've never been to Texas. My grandmother and my aunt lived out
Yeah,
there many years, San Antonio,
yeah. Well, let
and
me tell you, the weather here is always hot, but there's times where it says it's gonna rain and it doesn't. And then sometimes it's cold in the morning, but it's mostly humid all the time out here.
okay, because I know I've been to Cali, and
Yeah,
it's hot, but it's not humid. It was like the weirdest thing. It was like so
yeah.
hot, but it didn't bother me. but I guess it's
Right.
humidity that does it. That does it. So who inspired you to sing? Like who you look up to? Like
I I feel like it changes depending on like what I want to write about. Because
okay,
when I first started listening to reggaeton music, it was Daddy Yankee. That's when
all
I
right,
first learned about reggaeton music. And I actually didn't want it to be a singer songwriter. It was my sister that wanted to do that,
okay,
and then I got into it, and then I started writing music. Um, but I think Daddy Yankee was one of the first ones, Arcangel.
okay.
And then when I changed my type of sound,
Mm-hmm.
it was when Bella came out, which is an artist from Colombia.
Okay.
And I liked how he was writing his music and the melodies he was doing. And then actually, before I knew who he was or before I heard his music, I was already kind of like switching to that urban kind of reggaeton.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I started writing more like tropical kind of music and stuff.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So tell me about this song, El Salvador. I know you said you named it Hawaii at first, but give me the story behind that song.
So, with everything that went on in El Salvador for years, a lot of people that know, with the violence that was going on and the new president that basically, you can go to El Salvador, it's one of the safest place in the world now. And so I wanted to write something where it's like everybody's welcome. And, you know, just in general, as far as like writing like, like pupusas, that's our dish over there. Have you tried pupusas?
You never tried it?
No, have you?
Oh yeah, I have.
Oh, my mom makes them all the time over
Listen,
here.
man. Where I used to live, right down the street, there was a
Yeah,
new bodega, and it was El Salvadorians who
yeah,
ran it. And I asked them, I said, "What that?" And they told me, and then they gave me like this sweet sauce with it.
yeah.
Oh
It
my!
was yeah. I don't like the
I don't
salsa. I don't
remember.
like it.
I don't remember. It was years ago. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't know the name of it, but I mean, it was good.
yeah.
So, yo, this is
So I just try to add every single city or every state you could say from El Salvador. So every 14 departments of El Salvador is named in the song.
okay.
But I also try to like add more things like Surf City. I added it towards the end. I added pupusas, agua de coco, because we got a lot of coconut water over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We got a lot of waterfalls, so I added a little bit of that in the song. And I just wanted to be honest, my idea for that song is a song that people could play when they go on vacation and make these TikTok videos. And
Okay.
just a welcoming song. Like hopefully one day they'll play it at the airport over there. When you come in, the song is playing.
So check this. I got an idea because being on TikTok, I see ideas from everybody, and I got
Yeah,
friends who come up with like with the freestyle music. They'll do TikTok challenges. You
yeah,
can do that with your song, right? But ask the people who's gonna do it to do it at the airport.
yeah. So that's what I want to start doing here soon.
Right.
Um, I actually for the video, I'm also gonna travel to El Salvador around November, December
Okay.
to film the video over there, the actual music video.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're gonna start it off in the airport.
Yeah, so I want to do some B-rolls in the airport, be on some jet skis over there in the lakes, go to every part that I mentioned in the song and just make it like, it's a culture song from El Salvador.
Okay.
And I think we do have more songs, but they're like old school songs. And I think this is just a new generation of this era, you
All
know.
right. So let's check out El Salvador by Riello. All right, let's check it.
Right.
Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Ven y ven bala, bienvenidos a El Salvador. El agua, la arena, la playa y el sol. Disfrutando de este calor en la costa del sol. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Agua de coco, vaso con fruta. Ven aquí y disfruta la pupusa. Súbete al coche, vamos para la Unión. Mujeres bellas, aquí hay opción. De viaje para Santa Ana. Nos vamos para San Miguel. Ahí pidamos un cóctel, tomemos hasta la noche, hasta el amanecer, que suene la música. Muévete con la música, pierde el control, agarra el control. En San Salvador para la diversión. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Ven y ven bala, bienvenidos a El Salvador. El agua, la arena, la playa y el sol. Disfrutando de este calor en la costa del sol. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. En el Rosario de la Paz. Ahí crecieron mis papás. Ahora estamos aquí disfrutando de toda esta libertad. Cabañas, Sonsonate, Usulután, Morazán, un marisco yo quiero probar. Todo mundo póngase a bailar. San Vicente, estamos presentes. Agua champán de mi cola champán. Chanas de lango pido yo un café con pan. Después me pongo yo a relajar. Cuscuclán, vamos pa' las cascadas. El Salvador pa' adelante con ganas. Surf City, te pongo bien fitty. La baby bonita en bikini. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Ven y ven bala, bienvenidos a El Salvador. El agua, la arena, la playa y el sol. Disfrutando de este calor en la costa del sol. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Bienvenidos a El Salvador. Bienvenidos a El Salvador.
El Salvador, dope track, brother, dope track.
Thank
It's
you, thank you.
you could use that for a commercial to advertise for people to go to El Salvador.
And that's the whole point of the song. And I had people telling me that, oh, that's a new El Salvador anthem, and it's just like, I don't know, it's catchy. It talks about the culture a little bit, you know. So um yeah, I mean, it's just, well, I think that's the second best song that I ever written that I actually like and played 24/7.
So when you go to Pride and you perform, because those the Pride shows are huge.
Yeah.
Listen, you can get them hyped up and make it the anthem, and then so they
Oh
know
yeah.
when that song comes on and get
Yeah.
that crowd going. And
Yeah.
make sure you record it because that'll be like so dope. You know, you get the song, you want it to be an anthem, and boom, and then send that to your people back home. It's like, oh snap,
Yeah.
the new El Salvador anthem, and then people flying in, they hear it, they hear it. That is that's dope. That's dope. Listen, so where can they can get your music? Is this song is out already?
Yeah, this song is out in all platforms.
Okay, which platform
Uh
goes?
YouTube, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Google Play, everywhere. It's just everywhere.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
well, on YouTube you can find it under Riello Music, and you'll find the rest of my music there.
Okay. All right. I gotta check that out. A lot of your music on Spotify too. Your other ones?
Yeah, all of my music is on Spotify.
Okay. All right, cool. So what are your social medias? Because I know
So
it's hard to have just one. There's a bunch.
yeah, so I'm on my social media, Riello official underscore, and on YouTube is Riello Music.
You got TikTok?
TikTok is same thing, Riello official. So on all
And
platforms, Riello official.
what's the other one?
Snapchat.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh yeah. If you got Snapchat. Oh, there's a new, it's like YouTube. It's called Kick, where they play
oh,
video.
I'm not on Cake.
Oh,
No,
you might as
not yet.
well. And then you got Kick. Then you got oh my gosh,
I
this
think the other one is another streaming platform.
Twitch.
Twitch. There we go.
You
Yeah.
got Twitch, and then you also, man, this I'm trying to think. I'm having a. You got Facebook?
Yeah, I got Facebook. Is also Riello. on Facebook. Riello
Okay, is that a
official.
Facebook page, not your personal? It's like,
Not my personal, yeah. So my Facebook page is Riello
okay, all right,
official.
okay,
Yeah,
all right. Well, yeah, let's do. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to follow on all.
yeah,
Click, 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 click. Oh, and
yeah,
the old Twitter was like called X now.
yeah.
You're on that
You know,
too.
I always have Twitter, but it's Riello official also, but I'm never on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I
You
need
know
to,
what?
yeah. I'm mostly on Instagram, just on Instagram and TikTok. That's where I'm at, like all
Listen,
the
I,
time.
I I think Instagram's where it's at, especially finding new artists like yourself,
Yeah,
and because that's what we like to do here on the station. If you're a new artist, because I know it's hard to get on mainstream radio, you got to pay to put your song out there. Now, man, we do it for free. Anytime
yeah.
you got new music, we got you here. And this song is also is already on rotation.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
So, and every Thursday we do Latin Heat Thursdays, where it's 24 hours of just Latin music from the Latin Monday show. Because
yeah,
I get so much music like crazy, I send it in, and then the guy who runs it, he puts
yeah,
it on and sets it up for the day. So
yeah.
every Thursday we're on this. So I don't know what time they play. I mean, what song comes on, but just tune in. It's
Listen,
all Latin music, man. It's
yeah, I do be tuning in, and I like to hear, especially bachata. I know you were just playing a lot of bachata songs.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got tons of every,
Yeah,
and then and I've been playing all new music since I started at the beginning of the show, and I got new music the rest of the show.
wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay tuned in to listen to that for sure.
So listen, man, I want to thank you for being on the show. Gonna be playing your music. So anything new you got, anything promotion, if you got a flyer for your show you're doing at Pride, send it to me.
Yeah.
I can announce it until, like when I'm on the air.
Okay. Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. Yeah, I'll send all that to you through DMs.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. And I know Margot will put me on if she's gonna get you guys down here to New York too.
Okay.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
so
Can't
I
wait.
I look forward to that. And if you know that you are, let me know too.
Okay. I
Yeah.
might just make a trip over there just to go.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you want to give any shout outs?
Well, just shout out to Margot, Les Garcia, Prince A. You know, Les Garcia and Margot, they always put me on shows. Prince A, he's my brother at this point, like I've been knowing him for years. And we started music around the same time, and we've been doing it ever since. So shout out to them,
All
and
right.
shout out to you for having me on the show.
Yeah, no, man. Thank you for coming on. And I know our timeline, the time, they're different. You're right
Yeah,
now. Was it
I
five?
thought you guys were 2 hours ahead because I normally will fly to Seattle
Mhm.
every year, and so I always thought it was 2 hours from Texas and New York,
Yeah.
but it's 2 hours from Seattle.
Right.
Yeah,
I know California is 3 hours.
yeah. Also, it's 3 hours then. I
No.
don't know where I got 2 hours from.
Oh, I don't. Well, it could be, but yeah, no, because I've
Yeah,
interviewed people from Cali, and
yeah,
you know, it was like they had to set up their schedule because I started at 5:30. Oh no, actually,
yeah,
it was a freestyle artist, so that's when I was on Fridays. So they would when I would go on at 8, they would be 5 o'clock.
yeah.
So I had to like wait until like the first hour, and then it'd be like whatever hour after that. But yeah, so it's 3 hours, and then Texas is you're in Texas, so
one
that's
hour.
1 hour. That's weird,
Yeah,
though. That's weird because I
yeah.
know
Because
I think Chicago. I think maybe Chicago might be
Chicago is 1 hour, 1 hour ahead, I believe.
okay. So they probably got saying, it don't matter.
Yeah,
We're here doing the
yeah,
show. Thank you once again, man. Like I said, anything you need from the station promotion wise, and you got new music, just send it my way. And we
yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on the show.
Hey, you're welcome, man. Good luck with everything. And we're going to keep rocking with some more Latin Mondays. Give it up for Riello. I said it right. I said it right.
You got it.
Somos
All
así,
right.
de nuestra vida, cubanos de tradición, en Cuba somos